Hey Tana, this is going to be a quick video on using the consignment tool. So the consignment tool is web-based, meaning you'll be able to access it just from a computer or smartphone. To get to the tool, you should have this More button here on your dashboard. This will show all the apps you have downloaded. Now, this is our demo account, so we're going to have a bunch of unnecessary apps, but this would be the one here, consignment, once you already have it downloaded. It should just take you right into the consignment tool. So first thing we'll touch on before doing anything is going to be the settings. This is going to be important you do before you really get other vendors set up. So go into the settings, a couple things you want to put in. Here at the top, the margin. So this would be the percentage that you want to keep of a sale. So right here on my demo account, the default margin is 15%. So if we sell $100, $15 comes back to us as the owner of the store. Rent, you could set in a current rent to be due. Um, if some vendors have different booths that pay more or less, you can change this on a vendor by vendor basis. Um, what I would do here is I would skip the discount agent inventory. Next, you have the miscellaneous items for vendors. So I would hit add. What this would do is say there's an item at a vendor's booth that might not have a barcode. Maybe they forgot to barcode it, or maybe they just forgot to put it in the inventory. If a customer comes up and says, "Hey, I got this item from booth 103, there's no barcode on it," you can basically quickly select miscellaneous item under that vendor's category, and from there put in the price. So that way you could still sell the item without having to, turn them away. Automatic reporting, I'd be sure you set this up. I would enable it and probably do first of each month. You can also do each Sunday. Um, I recommend first of each month. What this what this report will show your vendors is basically a quick snapshot of everything that was sold, the rent that they're going to be charged, and also the commission that you'll be taking out. So to just give your vendors a quick idea of, hey, it's the first of the month. I should be getting a check for this much money based off what I sold. Email settings. So this should just show the email that is going to be coming to your vendors. So when they get this reporting, it'll come in an email, and you can actually put your email on file. So that way, if they have a question about the report, they can just email it directly back to you. Other last thing you need to click is enable the vendor inventory control. Vendor inventory control just allows your vendors to go on their portal and input their inventory. So make sure that's checked, and you should be good to go. Once you got these things checked, this checked, put your email in here, add the miscellaneous item, and set your margin. And optional, if you want to set the rent, you can do this as well. Now, once you do this, always be sure you hit the save icon in the top right. Now we've got the settings created. What we'll jump to next is going to be how we add a vendor. So we just hit the add vendor button. It's pretty straightforward. Um, I'll do an example guy here. You'll put the vendor's name and then the category name. Um, as you know now, within Clover, each item is going to be put into a specific category just to help keep things organized. So all the items that this vendor, Michael Jackson, puts in is going to be under his category. Now, with the vendor category name, do whatever you want. Some people do like the booth number. Some people just do like the customer's last name. That's up to you. You can put their address file as well if you want to. Um, we have the rent set here too. If you want to apply a prorated rent charge, you can customize that. And then important thing is going to be put their email address in, gmail.com. We'll put their phone number on file too. And then something that's going to be very, very important, always remember need to do is to select the inventory control. Because again, selecting this is going to make sure that your vendor has the ability to um, customize their inventory from their portal. So again, we put it all in, make sure we hit save. Now it's going to take us to Michael Jackson. This is going to be Michael Jackson's vendor page, basically. Now, if we want to send the invite to his email, so they can log into their portal, we'll just hit the plus button here, and then we'll hit the email invitation icon. So this should send an email automatically. Some emails, I know like iCloud emails and some Yahoo emails will send this to spam. So make sure you tell them to check their spam inbox for the invite email. And if they still don't get that email, it will generate a link here that you can text directly to them or email them directly. But I'll go to that link just to show you what they should see on their side. So first thing it's going to ask them to do is put in a password and hit save. So I'll log in with the credentials we just created. And I think I put in a fake email here. So let me just make sure I'm getting this right. Oh yeah, put in the email wrong. So no, now we're in the vendors portal. Within their portal, it's super basic because I'm sure as you know, most vendors you're going to be working with, technology is not going to be their first language. So to do it, main thing they'll do is add inventory in here. Adding inventory in is going to be super straightforward. So they'll just put the title or name of the item. Maybe I'll say, you know, antique Coke sign, something like that. We'll put the price, how much they want to charge for it, $50. Then we'll hit save. They'll should see here, hey, item verified. That way they know it's in there and they can hop on to the next thing. You know, say we'll charge $5 for this and then hit save. Now, sometimes vendors might be putting in items that they're going to have multiple of that they all just want to sell for the same price. So, you know, I think not to be repetitive, but let's say like, DVDs. Let's say they got a bunch of DVDs. They got 20 of these and they're just going to sell all the DVDs here for, $2 a pop. So they can put that in. Now, if they want to see their inventory, they could jump over to their inventory report here, current inventory, and they can see everything they've got in stock. Here we'll see that miscellaneous item we put in. So again, this would just be for any items they might have forgot to put in, just still giving you the ability to ring things up. And then also, once you start selling products, they'll have their recent sales report. So this will just show them basically what was sold. And how it works is that when an item is sold, it'll leave their current inventory report and it'll jump into their recent sales report. Um, and they also should have historical reports. So this is where they can view their monthly sales reports. So if they wanted to see, hey, month over month, are their sales increasing, decreasing? How much are they making on average? Numbers like that can all be viewed from here. Going back to the um, consignable on your side, you can also see a list of vendors you already have created. So we see here, here's Michael Jackson I just set up. A couple things you can view on is manually. So if you say, hey, we sold 10 and it did update in here, you can always make that change on your side too. Now, that covers a good bit of it. Last thing I'll touch on here is going to be the reports. So here we got the sales reports. Um, just to show you one of some data in it. These would be all your vendors listed here on the left. Let me zoom into this, make it a little bit bigger for you. We got all your vendors, item sales they've made, total sales, and what their average sale price is. And you can click on any one of these vendors' names to see exactly how much we need to pay them. So we got their total sales, the commission, which is going to be your cut that you take, also the rent that you want to set, and then finally here we got the payable amount. So this would be how much you need to write them a check for at the end of the week, month, whatever your payment frequency might be for your shop. But it's pretty straightforward system to use here. See another report. You got the inventory report. This would just show you all the inventory items you got in stock. And final thing is that you will have a unmatched sales report. So this is kind of handy. You probably won't need to use it too much, but if, for example, there is a sale that's made from a vendor's booth and for some reason it's not connected to an actual vendor, there is a way to manually put it in at a later date. So, for example, let's look at this one. On November 8th, we sold a antique Crown Royal bottle, but it wasn't categorized. Well, what I could do is I could apply a vendor to it. It'll show us the list and say, hey, I know this is Michael Jackson's item. We'll hit save. And now that Crown Royal purchase will be added to Michael Jackson's total sales. So he'll get paid on it and you'll be able to take that cut too. But that's a quick run through of the um, Consignable app. There is a online docs section here you can click on. This has a few like frequently asked questions type of deal. Something I want to mention as well is that the Consignable um, app itself also has a really, really great support team. Guy's name is Chris. He owns the company. Um, Feel free to give him a buzz here anytime you got a question or issue as well. He's super handy. He can dive into your system, see what's going on in the background, really help you guys out.